Okay, hello everyone. Before I start, I want to do a small survey. I feel the energy is pretty low here, so I want to give incentives to boost the energy up. So how many of you actually own Bitcoin? Okay, the ratio is pretty good. And how many of you wants to get free Huobi tokens that's worth $20? Okay, okay, that's good. Before you get a token, so I need to ask you to do a simple thing. Okay, so someone wants to pronounce Huobi. You know that someone needs to be an English speaker. I know it's a bit challenging. Who wants to try it out? Sure. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Okay, you can claim the free Huobi tokens at our booth. We will do the airdrop for you. Okay, so as you can see, right, so like a small incentive, and without Huobi token, without this like a token economics, you cannot like do it like in a very efficient way. So I'm the CEO of Huobi Canada. Huobi is the world's third largest crypto exchange. And so we are not only an exchange, so Huobi Group was established in 2013. And now we have offices in China, UK, Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, Australia, and of course Canada. And we're not only like the exchange, but also we have a large like ecosystem. And we have Huobi Wallet, which recently launched, and we have the Huobi Instant Messaging too, and we have the Huobi Ecosystem Fund that's doing the investment on the projects that's around the exchange. And also we're doing, so we have over 1,000 employees right now across the globe in the offices that I mentioned. So, and also because we have operated the exchange for over 5 years, and so we have tons of experience in the security and the exchange operations. So as you can see, like we have offices in all the major countries, and we have all those, and also we just launched the initiative called Huobi Plus, Huobi Blockchain Plus in China. Actually, yesterday, like in China, that marked our 5 years anniversary. So, and people like often know Huobi as the top exchange, but like we're doing more than that. So, what are we doing in Canada? So for Huobi in Canada, actually Canada is one of the most important strategic country in our global expansions. So like in Canada, we have set up office in Canada, and personally I have been in Toronto for almost 10 years. So we are a Canadian team, and so that's why we have the localization. We have the localized customer service and the support to our Canadian users. And again, so our vision is that eventually the crypto exchange needs to be compliant with the local regulations. So here we're working with different regulatory bodies and also to be compliant with the Canadian regulations. And of course, community is one of the most important factors if you look at not only the project but also the exchange around the world. So we are growing, and we want to work with local partners to grow the communities in Canada. So our core business in Canada, that includes our super elites. So we already have like 2 super elites in Vancouver and 1 super elite in Toronto, and we're getting more super elites. And also we recently will launch a program called Huobi Cloud. So you can view, well, I call Huobi Cloud as exchange as a service. So I don't know how many of you wants to open exchange by yourself, but if you think about like how much work you want to open exchange, that's a lot. And I call it exchange as a service. So it's like Amazon Web Services, and we open our exchange capabilities for you. And also we have the institutional investors program that target the institutional investors. And we also, of course, like we have the OTC and the exchange service. So one of our most important core value is the liquidity. So we have a daily trading volume around 500 million to 1 billion US dollars. That's per 24 hours around the globe. So like in total for the past 5 years, our total trading volume is over 1 trillion US dollars. That's pretty impressive. And also we offer around 170 coins on our Huobi global exchange and over like 380 trading pairs. You can trade almost like all the good coin projects on Huobi. And another core value we have is definitely the security. So people often heard about like the security breach for other exchange, but we maintain an excellent track record on the security side, and we do have a dedicated security team. Actually, our chief security officer is from one of the largest internet companies in China, and so in terms of the assets, so actually 98% of the user's assets are stored in the cold storage and that in the core wallet, and that has multi-signature enabled. So only 2% is in the hot wallet. And also when we talk about the risk control of the security, we think from the user's perspective. So we have established an investor protection fund. So every quarter we use 20% of our Huobi token circulation. We buy back from the circulation, and we put into this investor protection fund. So just in case of any like security issues or like operational accidents, we will use this investor protection fund to reimburse the investors. And also we have a strong risk control department. So if you open the website now, huobi.com, then you can see like we use like a trading view for the professional traders and for the users to have a clear view on the market. And also we provide API tradings, right? So for example, the institutional investors or the quant trading firms, they like to use our APIs. And also we provide the margin trading as well. So especially like in the bear market, right? So often like investors come to me and say, oh, how I can make money in the bear market, right? So you cannot just do like a buy and hold. So actually you can use the margin trading. You can actually borrow the crypto and enjoy, basically short the crypto market, right? So we provide up to 3 times leverage if you're interested. And also we have the Huobi 10 index, which is one of the pioneers for the crypto. So actually the Huobi 10 index, you can use your Bloomberg terminal. You can look at the Huobi 10 index. So that basically gives the investors the beta return of the market. And I mentioned Huobi Cloud, right? So it's a one-stop solution provider for, if you want to, or if you're like traditional like financial institutions, if they want to open a crypto exchange, we have this Huobi Cloud enabled. So these are the strengths that the Huobi Cloud has. We have like a very efficient like liquidities and also securities. So you don't need to worry about that. So all you need is your like own companies, your marketing team, your operations team, like your own slogans and so on and so forth, and you can start an exchange in 15 days. So this is how, if you want to open an exchange by yourself, and if you want to use like a Huobi Cloud to open the exchange, right? You see like how much work that you saved. And of course, so that's why my presentation is called a crypto trading platform from the global perspective. So we have collaboration efforts among all different offices around the globe, right? So like in terms of the new product offerings, so our headquarters has like a new product offering basically like every 2 weeks, and we have 24/7 like a support customer service team that's in Asia who can answer who can speak like different languages and support customers around the globe. And also we have the product development team in Asia as well, and they're doing tremendous work, right? So for example, if we found like a security issues on one of the coins, then our like product development team will actually work with that project to get that fixed as soon as possible. And because we have this collaboration effort around the globe, then you can see this is this we bring the global expertise to the Canadian market and to the Canadian customers. And because we believe that compliance is a big issue, right, across the world, right, the regulators don't really catch up with the industry, and we believe that because we're a global company, so we have the chief compliance officers among like different offices. And we set up like a regular meetings for those chief compliance officers to actually talk about the different like compliance progress in different countries, right? So, like in Canada, we had a meeting with one of the regulators recently, and we actually provide them with some like industry expertise and experiences. So that will help the overall like blockchain and crypto industries, and and because like Japan and some other countries like UK, they're pretty like ahead like in terms of the regulation, right? So we can borrow those experiences and we will bring them to the Canadian market. So I believe that's that's part of our core strengths in Canada. So that's basically it about like what we do, what the group is and what we do here like in Canada. I'm feel free to ask me any questions if you have. Yes. Yes. So we are planning to open the fiat crypto exchange. So we're actually in talk with regulators and the banks like in Canada. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah. Okay, so we have two business models for OTC. One is I call it peer-to-peer. So for example, it's more like retail friendly. If you have crypto, I want to buy from you, I will send money like directly to you. That's a peer-to-peer. And we support like different currencies and different payment methods like PayPal or Interact or or like wire transfer. And another OTC model is to facilitate large transactions. So we are basically like we are the middleman, and we are facilitating the transactions between the buyers and sellers. That's usually what we found is for the large transactions. If you have like a 100 BTC, and you want the buyers around the globe, and we can facilitate that transaction. Yeah. Oh, by the way, and for the retail one, we don't charge anything. Like it's totally free, and Huobi doesn't charge any commission. For the like money in the middle one, we charge like a very little commissions on top of that. Yeah. Okay, so if there's any other questions, okay, feel free to drop by our booth, and I'm looking forward to meeting every one of you. Thank you.